Yeah, it's your boy Jay, and I'm here to say I got another story time today. Okay, and it's a pretty lit story time. But before we start this story time, make sure you go check out my last story time. I think it's because some of y'all might not have post notifications turned on. Make sure y'all turn them on. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into it. So the story time takes place back when I was 13. Alright, there are multiple times where this has happened, but like the one that I'm telling today takes place when I was 13. So if you want to see another one, you know what to do, right? Smash that like button. But so I was 13, and I remember I was over at one of my friend's house. So we're gonna call this friend Keisha. There we go. Bow. We're gonna call her Keisha. So me and Keisha, we were I wouldn't say we were the closest of friends, but you know, we were kind of close. I guess you could say. And and I remember Keisha. She had one of those houses where like all of her friends always wanted to go over her house. You know what I mean? Like, she had the nice finished basement. She had, like, you know, the flat screen, curved in TV, all of that. So, because of that, not saying that was why I was over there. I really was over there because I was bored and had nothing to do, and she had invited me. But, you know, because of that, a whole lot of people like to come over. So, when I went to her house, like, no cap, it was like 10 other people that was there. And I was like, oh, okay. So she was like, oh, I hope, you know, this doesn't alarm you or anything. Like, I didn't do this, you know, because I didn't want to hang out with you. Yes, I want to hang out with you. But other people asked me. I just told them, yeah, too. I hope, you know, you don't mind. And I was like, nah, it's cool. So, you know, we all started talking or whatever. We all started talking. And before I had even got to her house, I remember, like, it was like my heart was like thumping, like you know how like in TV shows and stuff you hear the little do do, but like it was like I could hear that, but in my ears, like loud and clear, and I could feel it like boom 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 boom. I was like what's going on? So, you know, you know, I'm sitting there and I basically just was trying to ignore it or whatever. So while I'm ignoring it, I remember like around like 20 minutes into it, I was like, listen, and I told Keisha about it. She was like, oh, go upstairs in my room. You know, you can lay down and tell me if you feel better. I'll like come in there in a second to check on you. And I was like, okay. So I go to her room. I remember like I laid down and it went from me just being able to hear it and feel it in my chest to it was like my whole body was just like it was like my heartbeat was vibrating throughout my entire body. And I was like, yo, what is going on? Like this is kind of crazy. Like, why is it doing that? What's going on? And I remember like she had came in and she was like, oh, you're sweating a lot. But yeah, I felt cold. So I was like, what? Like, what's going on? And she was like, yeah, you're sweating a lot. So she gave me like this towel to like wipe the sweat off my forehead and arms and stuff. And I remember eventually it had like the thumping had stopped. And it was like I felt a little normal again. So I was like, all right, might as well go downstairs. So I go to walk downstairs, right? And as I'm walking, I like feel like the thump with every step. And eventually, everything just went black. Now the rest of like what I'm about to tell you, it's not from like me, but it's more from Keisha because I asked her about the story time. Since she knows what happened when I passed out, I don't know. But what she said was basically, I was like near like the middle of the steps when she remembers like one of the other people who was at the house was walking up the steps, and she remembers I was at the middle of the steps, and she remembers I looked at her, and it was like I shut my eyes and I fell forward, and the person who was there had like tried to catch me, and we both wound up falling down the steps. So I wasn't hurt that much because he had caught me. So he kind of hurt his back. I ain't gonna cap, and I'm sorry to whoever that was. I don't even know his name. And so she said after that, like basically everyone was like freaking out, like, yo, like, what's going on? Did he take something? What's happening? Like, why is he just there? And basically what they did was they had like two of the boys who were there, they had basically carried me upstairs, put me in Keisha's bed, and then they just waited on her mom, because her mom is a doctor, so they waited on her mom to get there to like see what was wrong with me or whatever. And yeah, because I remember I had like kind of like, I hadn't fully woke up, but I was like conscious for a little bit, and I just remember like everyone basically like yelling like, yo, what do we do? No, we gotta wait for him. No, we gotta take him to the hospital. And I remember like all of it kind of like got muffled out, almost like if somebody's like talking and like you go underwater and you can only hear it like muffled. That's how I heard it. So it was like, what's going on? And then like I remember I just woke up and I was in Keisha's mom's car. But like I was feeling fine. Like I didn't feel the thumps or anything. Like I was fully awake. And I was like I had completely lost memory of what had happened. So I was like, what's going on? And then Keisha explained the entire thing to me, and about, you know, how like I had passed out and like almost fell down the steps and blah blah blah, and how they were waiting for her mom, and her mom was basically like, look, like we're gonna take you to the hospital, see if everything's good with you, blah blah blah, how are you feeling? And I told her, I was like, I feel normal. I don't remember that happening. And we got to the hospital or whatever, and the hospital basically was like, look, he looks fine. Like basically what they were saying was like, the fact that I look fine, and since I'm still like, I'm not still passed out or whatever, that there's nothing they can really do. Which Keisha's mom kind of got mad, but after that they just they basically like drove me home, and then I got in my bed and went back to sleep. And eventually, like 2 days later, I like my memory started to come back of what was going on and stuff. And I had told Keisha's mom like, oh, I remember this and blah blah blah. And she was like, oh, that's weird. I don't really know like what that could possibly be, but okay. And yeah, that's it. I can't say it's a short story time because I don't know. Like short story times are usually like 3 minutes, but mine are like 8 minutes. So yeah, but make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Jay. I'm here to say that's the story time for today. Woo!